Young footballers, and in fact players of any age and any level, can learn a huge amount from Emi Martinez. Now, under that dictionary term of resilience, there could very easily be a picture of Emi Martinez. Right now, he is one of the most celebrated goalkeepers in the world. He's the current holder of the Copa America Golden Glove, and he's the current Aston Villa Player of the Season. But it has not always been so rosy for Emi. In fact, last season, the 2021 season, it was Martinez's only ever full season in any top flight league. Now, achieving this at the age of 28 years old. Now, he had such an excellent season that it had the whole world asking, where has this absolute monster of a talent been hiding all these years? Now, in truth, we know where he's been. Either he's been on the Arsenal bench or he's been loaned out by Arsenal to second and third division clubs. But the question is, why? How can a player this good take this long to get the opportunity on the big stage, a stage that he so obviously deserved to be on? Now, if we look at his time at Arsenal, it seemed that no matter what he did, how well he played, he was never going to be considered as a possible number one in this Arsenal team. In fact, he only actually played 15 games in total for Arsenal over 9 long years. But even despite such a small number of games, there were still some significant ones. For example, he kept a clean sheet against Borussia Dortmund in the Champions League, and as a result of this, he was actually named in the Champions League Team of the Week. But even after this, only a few months later, he was loaned out yet again, this time to Rotherham United. And at this time, he was already on his third loan to a lower league team. And in total, he was loaned out to 6 lower level clubs over these 9 years, never really getting any reason to have any kind of optimism that he was getting close to being the number one goalkeeping choice for Arsenal. And even Argentina, in the years that Emi was signed to Arsenal, Argentina made it to 3 major tournament finals, including the World Cup. Now, significantly, in the 2018 World Cup, Argentina had somewhat of a goalkeeping crisis. And considering the array of talent that we know that Argentina always have, it was generally felt that a good and solid goalkeeper was all that Argentina needed to make it all the way in the tournament. Now, luckily for them, Emi Martinez was coming, and luckily for them, it was Emi Martinez, because virtually every other goalkeeper on the planet might have become disillusioned at never getting a decent opportunity. And when this disillusion does happen with players, it can stagnate their development. Promising talents drift away from the game, but not Emi. He kept working hard, kept his belief levels high, relentless in his approach and relentless in his belief of just how good he was. Then, in those closing stages of the 1920 season, Bernd Leno suffered that injury, and the rest is history. And because of Emiliano's unwavering self-belief and his commitment to keeping himself ready, he took that opportunity. And as we know, that is probably the understatement of the century. Where it all seemed to peak for Emi was when he helped Arsenal to win the 2020 FA Cup. Now, though he wasn't actually the official man of the match, it was yet another standout performance where his contribution was absolutely significant. But again, despite another great performance and widespread praise, Emi saw himself being sold to Aston Villa, as he still was never going to be the number one at Arsenal. And after moving to Aston Villa, his brilliance shone through once again. And only in his first season for Villa, he equaled the club's existing clean sheet record that was held for many years by Brad Friedel. And he was named Aston Villa Player of the Season. Now, on top of this, he answered the Argentina goalkeeping prayers, as he's recently returned from the Copa America where his outstanding performances not only landed him the Copa America Golden Glove, but also led to Argentina winning the tournament. Significantly, this was their first major tournament win in nearly 30 years. Now, you can look at it as a bit of a fairy tale outcome for Emi, and what we're seeing now is that very pinnacle of this fairy tale. But as we know, there's been a long time where things have not been this way. Now, do I personally think that Emi has had times where he's found it difficult? Has he had times where his belief in himself was down? Now, of course it was. After all, Emi Martinez, despite maybe not looking like it sometimes, he is only human. And whatever it is that you do in life, never beat yourself up for sometimes losing that belief in yourself or having those moments where you adopt that defeatist attitude. I will never get to where I want to be. I am not good enough. Now, we've all had it. It is natural. It comes from the red survival focused part of our brain. And although you shouldn't beat yourself up for going there, you do need to recognize that it holds no benefit to think this way. The more you stay in this state, the more harm it does. So just like Emi did, and probably still does, when you get these moments, recognize that they aren't helpful and push yourself forward with more drive and determination. You can always adjust the path that you're on, but never adjust that belief that you have in yourself, because you are far more capable than you could ever imagine. Now, Emi Martinez could have taken his foot off the accelerator on his 4th, 5th, or 6th loan to a lower league club. He could have got himself comfortable training, earning a brilliant salary, simply sitting on the bench doing very little, yet he didn't. He pushed himself with unwavering belief, and when getting to an age where most would say it is too late to get to the very top, he is showing that it wasn't too late. So take this as an example in your own life. If you're feeling down, if you're lacking that self-belief, double down. Push yourself with enthusiasm and intelligence towards what you want to achieve. As wherever you are right this moment, just look at the Emi Martinez story, as you never know where you could be for your own objectives. Whatever you want to succeed in your life, you never know where you could be this time next year.